Thank you for joining us for an overview of the EBEWE Ordinance and Compliance process. This presentation will provide a brief ordinance background and a review of the resources available to help you comply. The existing building's Energy and Water Efficiency Ordinance is designed to encourage building owners to reduce energy and water consumption through benchmarking and performance requirements. These efforts will help building owners recognize opportunities for cost-effective improvements while cutting energy and water waste and reducing greenhouse gas emissions. You can comply with the ordinance by following the benchmarking guide or by hiring a vendor to complete the process on your behalf. All resources noted in this presentation are available at betterbuildingsla.com. If your organization is completing the benchmarking process internally using the benchmarking guide, review the overview on page 4 before you get started. The guide is comprehensive and covers the entire process with step-by-step screenshots and instructions. The online version is hyperlinked to make it easy to navigate to different sections. To easily track passwords and logins, print page 5 of the guide and complete applicable fields as you go through the benchmarking process. If this is your second or third year of reporting, you can refer to the abbreviated ongoing reporting guide, which provides guidance on the steps that need to be completed each year. If you are interested in hiring a vendor to complete their reporting on your behalf, please refer to the list of vetted providers in the Service Provider Directory. These providers have demonstrated their knowledge of the LA Ordinance, attend ongoing trainings, and are reviewed annually. We also offer a sample RFP that can be used in securing a vendor. The first step in complying is to register your building with the LA Department of Building and Safety and submit the annual disclosure compliance fee. Follow section 1 of the guide to complete this step and note that this step must be repeated each year. To track your LADBS login and other IDs associated with your property, we suggest printing and completing page 5 of the guide for reference. After you have followed section 1, create a portfolio manager account by completing section 2 of the guide. This step only needs to be completed once, so if you already have an account, you can skip to section 3. After creating your portfolio manager account, you will add your property and enter use details based on your property type. If you are unsure about your property type, please refer to the list of options on the Energy Star website. You will need to enter use details in order to complete your property profile. To view a list of the data needed, download the data collection worksheet from Portfolio Manager. If you are not able to confirm all data, you can use defaults for certain data points. However, it is best to use actual values whenever possible to generate the most accurate metrics and score for your building. Once your property is set up, the next step is to add whole building data for the prior calendar year. For example, if your report is due on June 1st, 2019, you will need to upload or obtain data for all of calendar year 2018. Depending on how your property is metered, you will either upload or request data from the utilities. Before you begin this step, please ensure you are clear on the correct approach for your property to avoid unnecessary work. If you are billed directly for whole building data, follow section 3B to manually upload your usage. This approach applies to master metered properties or properties without tenants. Please note that if you upload your data manually, you do not need to request it from the utilities. If your building has tenants who are billed directly by the utilities, request whole building data by following sections 4 and 5 of the benchmarking guide. If you request data from the utilities, you do not need to manually upload or follow section 3B. If you are billed directly for whole building energy and water usage, you can upload this data manually by following section 3B of the guide. If you manually upload your data, you do not need to request it from the utilities and you can skip sections 4 and 5. Once all data has been added to your property, proceed to section 6 to review and submit your report. If your tenants are billed directly by the utilities for electricity and water, you can obtain whole building data by requesting this usage from LADWP, following section 4 of the guide. LADWP provides automatic recurring data uploads, so you only need to complete the request process once. Follow section 4A to set up one virtual meter for water and one virtual meter for electricity. Then review section 4B to determine the documents needed to complete your request. The required documentation depends upon the number and type of tenants. Before you complete the online form, please ensure you are clear on the required documentation for your property to avoid unnecessary steps. You will also need to create a list of meters serving the property for later verification. Please follow Section 4 carefully to expedite your data request, and note that if you successfully requested data for past reporting years, you do not need to submit a new request. Check your virtual meters and portfolio manager to ensure your data is current, and review the ongoing reporting guide for detailed compliance instructions. If your tenants are billed directly for natural gas, you can obtain whole building data by requesting from SoCalGas. SoCalGas provides automatic recurring data uploads, so you only need to complete the request process once. Follow Section 5 of the guide to connect with SoCalGas, complete the online form, and then share the property and receive your data. Once all whole building energy and water data for the prior calendar year has been uploaded to your property, proceed to Section 6 to review and submit your report to LADBS. To submit your complete report, follow Section 6 of the guide. You will first follow Section 6A to add your building ID, which is located on your notification letter. This unique identifier is used to associate your report with your property, so please be sure to enter the correct number. You should also review the property address and portfolio manager and ensure it matches the address listed on your notification letter. Next, follow Section 6B to run the data quality checker. You can disregard the waste and materials error, as this information is not required to comply with the LA ordinance. If you receive an error message regarding your meter start date, follow the hyperlinked guidance in Portfolio Manager to correct. The meter start date should reflect the first date for which you have data, not the date the meter was installed, and this common error is easy to correct. The data quality checker will also alert you if your data or use characteristics are out of the expected range. Review and correct the data if needed. Once you have corrected any errors, you are ready to submit the report by following Section 6C. Log into your Energy Star account using the link in Section 6.9. Follow the steps to generate and submit your report. Once you have submitted your report, you will receive a confirmation email from Energy Star. You can confirm your compliance status by logging into your LADBS account. After submitting your report, please allow 1 to 2 days for your account to update. If you have questions, please review the list of contacts below. If you are not sure who to contact, you can reach us at betterbuildingsla.com/contact, and we will address or direct your inquiry within 1 business day. Thank you for joining us. Please see the comments below this video for links to resources noted in the presentation along with the slides.